up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's good, people? What is up? What is
They
up?
went from the 4th level of hell and sent us down to the 7th level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really let casting wardrobe? Y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not gonna see it. We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, "Baby, you ate on this first date. You giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins." That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. This what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something.
This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was gonna, I thought Lil Murder was gonna turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that.
Well, he had on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Van Zandt's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. Get me up in my DMs because I do want to see if you have some blue thong or blue jock strap, something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Wait, both of us muted. Okay, we for real this time.
Okay. Amen. Father God.
Praise God. Y'all don't know we had started before and I never pressed go live.
We went through the whole title sequence.
Whole intro. Anyway, welcome back, y'all. This is we chasing Orlando. We are reviewing. We don't know where really be at. She's somewhere. Although she's supposed to be going live in 20 minutes.
She said, "To hell with these niggas."
I think that's what she said.
I think that's what she said.
I think that's what she said.
That's what I heard in my head.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what she said. Anyway, you got me and Ebby. That smells danger. That smells danger. That means we finna cut up today. That means we finna have a real good time. Praise God.
Also, I'm sick, so it's gonna be what it is.
This was what's this? Chasing Orlando, season 2, episode 5. Stop the violence. Is that what we're calling it? Let me say hey to the people. Hey, the informed. Hey, Chuck. And of course, we got coming to us. I ain't even got that on here. We got Chef Don coming to us all the way from the ghetto, talking about the ghetto. The ghetto.
My God, on today. All right.
I gotta put that on here. Um, Lemon Kush, what's going on? Universal Goddess, it is good to see you, my love. Hey, Katrina. Hey, Tracy C. What is going on? Spicy Original.
Mm.
Uh, what else we got going on?
What we get to now?
All right. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. We start off
Mm-hmm.
with Pablo goes to be with his mom for her, hopefully her last chemo treatment and stuff,
Amen.
which was really good. He
Yes.
said that she is ringing the bell. This would be her third time ringing the bell. Hey, MBM. And we pray that it's the last time.
Last
I hope
time.
he gives us the update on that, so we can be updated that his mom is good and stuff. Because I would love to know
Right.
that
That's
she's that she's doing well. I think that would be. I think we would like to get that update. So, if you can, Mister Pablo, sir, can we get that update, sir? At your discretion when you get a chance, sir. Can we get that update? I'm just asking. Um, After that, it wasn't nothing else with that scene. It wasn't nothing else. And
mm-hmm.
then we had Fabio went over to Ao's house. I feel like they just tried to squeeze Fabio in this episode right then and there. But let me ask you a question, Ao. Come here, Ao. Am I asking too much? And Abby, you can answer this for him. Hey, Terry, am I asking too much to ask that you have two of the same kinds of glasses to drink out of? I don't think
No, that's not. I had the
because
same
I
thought.
was like, you can't find two matching glasses. Oh, you get the big one, I'll get the small one. This wasn't a I don't want to drink type deal. This was I don't have two glasses to drink out of that match. That's what I felt like this was. Hey, cross country cruiser, what's going on?
Listen, that's how it came across. So
Yeah,
you just your adulting stopped at matching glassware. Is that
and
what it is?
don't glassware come like four in a box, maybe two?
Yeah. When it comes to stemware, yeah, yeah.
I was like, what kind of broke ass project ass shit is this? Baby, but they not two of the same ones, Chuck.
It's not too.
He had the little flute one, and then he had the big one for Fabio. I said, Lord, Father, please be with us.
Please God.
Hey, yo, reach out to me. I will buy you a set of glasses. Listen, I ain't gonna let you go out like this, Ayo. Hit me up. I will send it through Amazon so you can get you a
Say it
4
again. We will send you $2.50. You can go to the $1.25 trade
You can
and
and
get.
get you some
We
matches.
can listen. We can send you $10, and you can get like 5 or 6.
Like, bruh.
Now he didn't take them from the same restaurant. Don't do that.
Ow. Oh my god. Like that was bothering me. It really was bothering me. I also in my brain, I said, I noticed they kept a real tight camera screen because I was like, do they not want to scan any other parts of this man house? Because they don't want that's what was I mean, when you got non-matching glasses, I'm just imagining that had they panned the camera around, only God knows what we would have saw. God be with us. God
Open
help.
for this father. Run this shit in the bullshit. I don't know what he got going on in his house. I know this. I ain't got much, but I got matching. Listen, you
Chuck
can
said
drink
he wanted
out
to
the
see the
same
silver
house.
one. God, okay, so it
First, he
wasn't
said
just
he
me.
got one from Applebee's and one from Chick.
Ooh, listen.
Oh my God.
I was over here like maybe because I thought I was being petty. I said, why? Because I wrote this shit down too. I said, am I just being petty? But it
No,
wasn't just me. Okay, I wasn't the only
it
one
was
thinking.
not just you because I had to say, like, why you two? Father God, come on, Jesus.
Mm,
How
mm.
old is Ao? He old enough to
I
have
think
matching
he's
glasses.
like
Never mind.
30,
Never
ain't
mind.
he?
That was a dumb question. Don't even answer.
I
He
think
old
he's
enough
like
to have
30,
matching.
ain't he? He's
I
old enough
he,
to have matching glasses.
he old enough to be adulting to where he got matching. Hey, man. You can go to the $1.25 tree, baby, and get like 6, 7 glasses, and it'd be like $10, 7, $8 maybe, $8 and some change, and you can have it for
I
company.
mean, you be making your little dollars when you do your little shows and stuff. That ain't enough to go down to the Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar, one of them.
No, he need to go to the $1.25 tree.
I mean, but they ain't gonna last that long, baby. You breathe too hard, them things be
You
breaking.
breathe on them cup, but they $1.25, so it don't even matter. So you could go back and
But
replace.
you would have at least had it for this episode, though. Like, bruh,
You're right.
Mr. AO, sir. I almost called you by your government name. Sir, sir, sir. Anyway, it was I don't even remember what they was talking about in that. I have no, I didn't even write down what they talked about. Oh, AO said he was gonna have a skate party. That's all I got from that.
Yeah, once I heard that, my shin started hurting, and I backed away from that conversation because I can't skate anymore because my shin splints. Like it'd be like somebody is stabbing you down the front of your leg. That's how
Mm.
bad it hurts. Oh my God. Mm.
Yeah, he was over there riding slow in school zones and stuff.
Oh, oh, oh. Fabio was talking about his EP, which we know is supposed to. I guess he said it'll be available after episode 8. I think
Okay, we'll see. Pablo invites Max to the gym so we could look at his trainer.
that, and who happens to be his brother.
That's the trainer is his brother.
The trainer is Pablo's brother. I thought. I
Is
think
it
that's.
his actual brother? Because you told us Marlo was your cousin, and Marlo ain't your cousin. I'm just saying. Hmm. And if this is your brother, are y'all doing a West Virginia, the Hills Have Eyes, wrong
Oh,
turn type situation?
okay. Praise God. Not
Mm,
the hills.
mm. Pablo, in the sit down with Max, he discusses his difficulties with the mother of his kids. She won't let him post pictures. She won't let him go to the prom stuff. I feel like he's leaving something out. Like there's something either something just don't seem right. Something there either I feel like there's a portion of this story that he's leaving out about the nature of the
What's helping?
relationship with the mom with the kid's mom. Like you don't feel like that?
Like, what you think it is? You think she mad that he left her and now he with dudes?
I think that's a part of it, but I think that's part of it. It may be something I don't
But it
know
depends. How long it has?
because if she
How? So here's my question: how long has he and baby mama been done with each other? Because after a while, nigga, it's whatever. Regardless of what happened in our relationship. Okay, so let me speak about me and how long it took me. Uh, before me and my baby daddy could be cool and co-parent. It took me about 7 years.
that's not fair to him though.
I don't give a fuck. Then you shouldn't have did what you did. Like what the fuck? Who
But
the fuck cares about your
shouldn't
feelings?
he
Fuck
have a
you.
chance to be in his kid's life?
I don't care. I had a husband. He had a nigga in his life. So let's not do that. Mm-mm, mm, mm-mm. So
But
but
doesn't
okay, so
he have the
let
right
me
to?
let me go over the circumstances. And I
Okay.
was so very young. This man was my first love, my first everything. I told him I was getting ready to go to college. I told him I was pregnant. This is the second time that I've been pregnant. The first baby I did not have because I was 16 and I wasn't ready to be nobody's mama. I really wasn't ready to be nobody's mama at 18, but I wasn't going through what I went through at 16 again. I just wasn't going to do that. So I tell this man I'm pregnant. He turns around and tells me that not only did he not break up with his ex-girlfriend,
Mm.
he married her, did not tell me, and she was pregnant as well. Her baby's birthday ended to be like a couple days after my birthday. My son's birthday was like a couple days away from her birthday. So I was very hurt and distraught because the nigga I thought that I was in love with, who I thought was in love with me, was living a whole separate life. When I say I swore that nigga's left eye shut, we can
Here we
bring him on
go.
this live today and he will tell you she hits for distance. She swore my whole left eye shut. It took me a very long time to heal all of the destruction that he caused before I could. And I didn't like that broad that he married. That bitch is crazy. To this day, she's still her noodle.
But still,
So I wasn't going to allow my son to go anywhere with them people until he could walk, talk, go to the bathroom by himself. He didn't need no help. He didn't need, you give him a wash rag and some soap and give him a towel so he can go in the bathroom. He knows how to clean himself up. He knows how to take a shower by himself. I wasn't leaving no room for error with because that's my baby. That's my son. I'm the one that pushed him out my coochie with no
but the
explanation.
way Pablo made it sound, he made it sound like he's been involved with the children. And he said, I've been buying, stuff for them and sacrificing. Now, here's the question, Pablo. Were you simply
How long you
paying
stop dipping
child
down that
support?
girl?
Were you simply paying child support? Or are you actively involved? Like, you give the her money and stuff like are you legitimately actively co-parenting? Because it just sounds crazy or wild to me that if you are as involved as you say that you are, and then all of a sudden she like, oh yeah, you can't take no pictures with them for the prom because I don't want you to take my shine.
That doesn't even, what do you mean take your shine?
Yeah, right.
Sweetheart,
And
you're the parent. Ain't no shine for you. It's your kid's prom. So what shine is you looking for? What shine is you talking about?
my
Don't
other
nobody care. You dressed in some sweatpants and a t-shirt and some sneakers because you've been running
the
around
you
all day getting
right.
the baby together because it's their prom.
Hey Candace F. My thing is, um, was it actually the mom that didn't want the pictures up? Was it the kids that may have said to the mom? I, Kids can be vicious. I've seen this before. I have a friend who was
Mhm.
married. Now, he's openly gay. And when his kids found out, the mom was not the problem. The
It was the
kids
kids.
was the problem. And the kids,
But I feel like he had
and I'm
that
not
type of
saying that's the
relationship.
situation here. I'm
Right.
just
I feel
saying we
like he
don't
had that
know.
type of relationship where the kids knew. I feel like he sat down and had a conversation with the children.
Wasn't
I
it
feel like
air
last
last
season he
season?
sat down and was talking about the kids,
Yeah, I
about him
thought the
taking
kids
them
came
out.
on the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe the mama has an issue with him
Being on the
being
show and
being
being
on the
openly
show
gay,
and being openly out in
openly,
the world
yeah,
as
open.
being gay, and now people looking. She feel like people
Right.
looking at her like,
Mhm.
oh, so that's why you and your baby daddy ain't together because now he like dicks. What you do to him?
Yeah.
To turn him. So your coochie that bad he ran to a dick. What's happening,
Like it's a
sister?
lot that we need. There's a lot more. That's why I say I feel like something was left
That's my
out
question, Tracy. When did you
of the
stop
story.
bebopping with the mama?
Was it recently? Was you
That's
dipping
our
your spoon in the her sugar bowl and into some dude's sugar bowl? Like I don't
We got
know.
questions.
We have a lot of questions. Pablo, come on around here. We have a lot of questions that we need answers to. Pablo. Hey, mother.
Hey, mother. Listen,
We have a lot of questions.
we have a lot of questions. Like, is this a recent? How recent is your coming out portion of what you got going on, and how did you introduce that to, you know, your baby moms? So even if, because sometimes, cause let me say this, because some baby mamas is nuts. So even if you and baby mama wasn't doing anything, it's the mere fact that now you are openly gay. She takes that as an affront to her womanhood,
Mm-hmm.
and now she get brand new acting on you and doing all manners of foolishness and
Yep.
craziness in regards to your children
Yep.
that you didn't have a problem with. Like,
Because now that's a weapon. She's weaponizing that now.
how old are the kids? That's if they're not they singing happy birthday outside my door. Um, I lost my train of thought in my coughing fit. I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
something
I feel
we have
like,
questions.
okay, so is the youngest baby going to prom? That's the last baby. And he said that's his last baby going to prom and getting ready to
I don't
graduate.
remember which one. I don't know if it was the first,
I
last,
think this
or
is
whatever.
the last. I think this is the last kid.
Hey, Uncle Jay.
The Lord, shut it, Woshi. Come on, Uncle Jay, listen.
EBB Ashanama.
Come on, Jesus. Meet us in the place. You are invited, to come on in. We welcome you in, You're the king, Okay, let me get myself together.
But yeah, we have too many questions.
We have very many questions about why, if he dipped into her sugar bowl on Monday and they started filming on Tuesday, sir, I have same Tracy.
Like that's why I say something was left out.
Hold on.
Okay. Something was left out of this story, y'all. We got too many holes, and holes were meant to be filled. Okay. Have an open hole. We need something to put in said open hole. Do you not agree, y'all? Again, too many holes in this story. And when there's an open, gaping hole, we need something to put in that hole. I'm just saying. I ain't gonna even hold you. Hey, little baby. So there was that, right? Then we saw Max started commiserating about having to step up in his family after the passing of his father. And you know, we and so I was like, okay. And listen, it's really bothering me now, y'all. Crisco face, I can't do this Crisco oil. That I can't do this Crisco. Mama got smeared all over her face. Baby, whatever you putting on your face in this fucking confessional, lay off of it, honey. I'ma just call you Crisco. Okay? Crisco face, baby. Y'all, am I the only one? It be bothering me. Like literally, she be like glowing, like like a piece of metal, like a metal object that you put out in the sun. I be so confused. I am confusion. I am confusion. Anyway, um, yeah, he's wanting to give hydrated and help. Baby, it ain't giving that. It's giving, baby, go wipe your face. Go to the powder room and powder your face, honey. That's what it's giving. My next thing when he was talking, he starts discussing his issue with Marlo instead of staying on topic because y'all were talking about family issues. Pablo talked about his issue with his he's going through with his family, and he was saying, I see you, I understand, we all got problems, and I could be here for you. Family issue. You started off on topic, Max. You did. You started off on topic. You were focused. Then you could not miss the opportunity to bring up Marlo. So you immediately say, fuck talking about what's going on with my dad. Now, it could be a defense mechanism. Sometimes when people are grieving and going through stuff, that's a defense mechanism. Instead of talking about that, flushing it out, getting your feelings out, they decide, oh no, we're not gonna talk about that. We gotta switch to the mess. So instead of talking about the dad, he immediately pivots and talks about Marlo, right? And they're back and forth at outside that club. And he in this first, because we're gonna get to it in grave detail at the park. But when he was talking about it here, he immediately dismissed it like it was not a big deal. Him calling her a wild baboon. What I also take issue with is, why do you keep jumping over the fact that you also called her a quarterback? You were also trying to call her a man, and you know that this is a trans woman. So
I
you
want to
were
say the
not only
quarterback thing is more. It's more
right, you
offensive.
were not only racist, you were transphobic, sir.
I I just thought he was rude. I just thought it was rude. I didn't think it was transphobic. Like, sorry, what you trying to say? My shoulders is they're not.
You was calling her a man. You know good and well if that's a trans woman, anytime you start to say she has manly features or things like that,
Features.
you know exactly what you're doing. Comes off kind of transphobic, sir. Sorry. But
But
they
was
did
he?
that wasn't even a
Was
big
he?
issue for you.
Was he
Neither
wrong?
one of them was an issue for you.
Was he wrong?
He claims he did not know. I'm not, you notice I passed right over there, Abby. You notice I passed right over that. He claims he never knew the history behind the baboon comment. I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. I do not believe you.
I don't listen.
I don't believe
'Cause
you.
I'm
Mm-mm.
gonna give him the benefit of the doubt here.
That he just did not know.
That
There have been
I think in the heat of the moment that part didn't hit him until later on. Because you be saying when you in a fight
I
for your
understand you
life,
in the heat of battle. You in the
you in the heat of
octagon.
battle, you say some things, and then you don't think about the deeper context of it right there in the moment. And then
However,
until somebody brings, like, maybe you shouldn't have said the baboon thing
I'm gonna
during
say
that.
like this: when you in the octagon in the heat of battle, it's just like when you drunk. You still got dopamine and endorphins rolling through your body. So you say what is natural. You really be saying how you really feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the heat of battle. There are certain things I don't.
I'm
I'm
just
just
never
not
gonna say.
right. I'm just
Like,
not gonna
I
say
can be in the heat of battle. The
battle.
F word is never coming out of my mouth. I don't care. I don't care what we're doing. I don't care what you say. You can call me 16 bitches and 30 dirty whores. I'm never ever calling you the F word. It's never coming out of my mouth. It doesn't even enter my intellect to say that to you, because that's disgusting and rude.
It
Don't
would
do
be
it.
like it would be like us in the heat of battle calling him the W word. That's not something. That's not even a part of my
Exactly.
vernacular.
That's
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 not
just
something
something we're
that would
not
ever
gonna do.
come out of my mouth. And this
But I
goes
think
back to
sometimes it has a different context for some of us who have couth,
mhm,
and
was
we've been
raised right.
called slurs before,
Mm-hmm.
so it would just never enter some of our intellect to, because we know how it made us feel when someone called us a slur, so we would never, that just wouldn't be our go-to. I'm going to tell you about yourself and your and whatever information that I have about you, and I'm like, you doing all of this, but your cricket phone is off, friend. What are you talking about? What are we doing here? Don't we have better things to do?
But Abby,
I'm not.
Abby,
I'm never going
Abby,
to go to, and I'm not a argue with words type of broad in the
yeah,
first
yeah,
place.
you
We
ready
ain't
to
going
fight,
but so far. You ain't
right? You
going
ready to
past
fight?
this
We already
conversation
know you.
field now. What the
But
fuck are we?
Abby,
Why are we even having this? I am pushing this wig back or taking it off so we can get in the field. I'm not going back and forth with you with the words, but like you could call me a bitch 17 times and then I'll be like, okay, well, clearly you need to see me. You need that because you acting like you need that so I can give you that. Come on out here to this field. Address is dropped, pinpoint. I'm standing here in sneakers with a what's it called? A cap on, holding my gel braids down, and my
but
glasses is off, and so is my earrings.
here's my thing, Abby. Y'all did not agree with me when I said this shit on Chasing Dallas, and I'm gonna say this shit again. The level of intellect of the people y'all have on these shows, they cannot handle shows like this with you have cross races and ethnicities yet. And I know that sounds horrible, but when these people go places, they do and say shit that go way beyond the pale because they
Right.
don't have the intellectual wherewithal to really read a bitch down without having to go to racial slurs. You see what I'm saying? We saw the shit on fucking Chasing Dallas. And now we're seeing it here on Chasing Orlando. And my point is, these girls don't want to do nothing but get in the mud and dog walk each other verbally, right? And when you ain't that smart, what you gonna do, Abby? You go like MAGA people and go for the what they think is the lowest hanging fruit, as if that's gonna, move you.
Listen, I don't know. It still the N word still moves me. It moves me directly to violence. So while you may have freedom of speech and you can say anything you want, you do not have freedom of consequences from what you have said. So once you getting hit bop bop upside your fucking head
Didn't you
with
know my
bricks,
bop, blah, bop, blah, bop?
right? It feels like you're getting hit with bricks and you don't know which end is up. This is the exact hello. I'm consequences. Hi, how are you?
But Abby, the reason that I don't believe Max, there have been too many examples all over television, all in entertainment, music, everywhere, where people have done that and made that, comparison of black people to monkeys, and it's immediately, called out.
Right, but some people aren't as
Mm,
well educated, well
mm.
indoctrinated. That some people just aren't. They just aren't. So while we who are the offended party always we feel the microaggression, we feel the macroaggression, we feel the aggression.
I think
Once
he
something
said
like
both of
that,
them.
once that saying it's 2025, that means nothing. There are still people who are
He said
uneducated
both of them things
about
with
it.
his
And yes,
full
Google is right there at
chest,
your fingertips. Yes, you
Abby.
have a phone at your
Mm-mm.
disposal, but that doesn't mean that people are going to use their resources to educate themselves
Mama
to
knew what she was
know.
doing. It ain't got nothing to do with 2025. Mama was in battle. Mama was trying to cut That's why she made those two statements. You was coming at me like a quarterback. Now I'm gonna make you back into a man because I know that's gonna piss you off because you're a trans woman, and I'm gonna call you a monkey because you're a black person, and I know that will make you angry and piss you off. And now I done gut you. I think he was very intentional and deliberate and when, and now he got on the confessional. Oh, I didn't think that I did. I just didn't know the history of that. Girl, I don't buy it. But so then we got to Pablo having a family get together in the cookout. And I told Abby I was gonna show this. Are those not titties?
Move Chuck's comment so we can see the titties.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, Chuck's comment is not on there.
It says Chuck Stovall 6'3". I have a hard time believing it. Oh, there you go. Okay. Them titties. Them real titties. I don't know if she want them made bigger or she already got them done, but them titties. I know titties when I see titties. Them titties. Them is
I'm
titties.
just
I'm confusion because you talking about getting all this money and going to get your titties done, but how are you? So you're gonna get both your titties and the below portion, the sexual reassignment surgery done?
I don't think they're getting that done, but
I don't know how's that going to work if your thought process currently, excuse me, your thought process currently is that you're trying to impregnate your girlfriend, and if you do, then you're going to detransition. And how is that going to work if you've gotten your titties done? That's not a titty bib. It's not. It's not.
because do they make titty bibs with all of this tattoo stuff?
No.
I mean, I don't know people to wear breastplates and leave their neck all open like that. Like baby, I don't know.
First of all, what we not gonna do with is with the tattoo. Let's not do that. As she who has tattoos all across her chest, let's not do that, little baby. Wait a minute. Let's not ask questions. I think we get further confused.
Baby, listen. I was just like, cause I rewound the I rewound. I said, wait a minute. You got titties.
That's what and then there's that conversation between her and Marlo at the stove.
We gonna get there. Oh, we gonna get there.
So confused by that conversation.
Fact, let's go there now. Let's go there now.
Here at Pablo's with the titties.
Let's go there now, right? We just saw you the scene before with titties and your bikini with your girlfriend down to the Pablo's family cookout because she was the only one that came. Then in the very next scene, you telling Marlo you need to go get titties. Now, here's what we learned in this scene. Did you pay attention, Abby? I think the girlfriend was either a trans man or FTM because they talked about the girlfriend detransitioning and now it causing a problem between the two of them because she feel like her and the girlfriend are competing. I think the girlfriend was a trans man or
wearing the same
FTM.
outfits. That's why she feel like they compete. They be sharing outfits.
I
think happened when they went to go visit Mama is that the girlfriend put on Rashida clothes and Rashida put on the girlfriend clothes to go see Mommy. There's plenty of confusion, Chuck. I don't understand why you're not confused about what the fuck is happening here.
We are all over the place right now. We just have made a whole mess. We just got a whole mess going on. Damn mess. I said, wait. Because she clearly said, yeah, because she detransitioned and it's causing issues in their relationship because
I
girlfriend
thought that
feel
meant
like she
that
got to compete with her.
Rashida was detransitioning because they trying to get pregnant. I don't know.
Maybe I heard it wrong.
I
Did y'all hear that too?
Somebody's
Chuck,
detransitioning.
Chuck, go back and watch that scene real quick and come back and tell us if she said that the girlfriend detransitioned. Well, regardless, only the girlfriend has the
Rashida
uterus
has the
and Rashida
sperm
has
and
the
the
gonad.
girlfriend has a uterus.
Right.
I don't know.
Rashida
She
says
said,
she's
but
back to taking
Rashida
meds.
said that
Yes,
she stopped taking hormones for
for
a
2 years.
long time, but she
I
has
guess she's back
titties and
on
she was going to get
hormones
her
now.
titties. I'm so confused. Unless those are her middies, her man breasts that did.
That don't look like man boobs. That look like your titties, son.
Thank you, Tracy. I am confusion. Now Chuck is confused with the rest of us. Okay, thank you. Because Chuck tried to call us slow. Like we don't know what we talk about. No, little baby, we not
No, we
gonna
have
just.
questions. We legitimately have questions. Y'all just throwing stuff in front of us. We have goddamn questions.
Big question. Because don't none of this make no damn sense.
She mad at Ao because Ao won't help her or give her advice on pageants. But Ao do boy shows. You do girl shows. I mean, I guess he could give you advice. I don't know. It seemed like you wanted a reason to be mad at Ao. I feel like you would want to go to another, woman or, somebody who do the same type of shows that you do. The boy shows, because my child is in the pageant world. He does boy shows, and he just won Mr. Gay Universe, whatever, one of the titles or whatever. But the way the guys do is very different from the ladies. And so I just think she just wanted to be mad. Rashida be looking for more. Ma'am, you're not even the main cast. You are a friend of the show.
Who a friend of the show?
Rashida.
No, she's not. She's main cast.
No, Rashida's not in the title credits. Rashida ain't on no cast pictures. Rashida is friend of.
Hi, my name Rashida, and I rap like Shorty Low. Okay, I'm sorry. I be tickled by myself. Fine.
I'm just saying. Ao does boy shows. Ao do boy shows. He
Yeah.
done did them on this show. They done showed him a couple times. Now that would be real confusing if Rashida was doing boy shows as Reggie. But I know Ao do boy shows that he do the pageants for the guys. He do the pageants for the guys, the ones who are male well, I'm not gonna say male identify, but present as male. There we go. That's what we go. Because I'm so confused, I don't know what to say.
It be the confusion. Because what are we doing? What are we talking about? Like I be looking at them confused as hell.
I listen.
I don't. I'm every time they have a conversation with Rashida, I'm more and more confused. The more we talk to and about Rashida, the worse it gets. Like the worst it like what
But you know what? I will say you're seeing more of if Rashida's girlfriend was a trans man and Rashida's a trans woman, you're seeing more of that. I've been seeing more of that in the community. Like I've been seeing more and more of situations like that where you have a trans man and a trans woman and they are in a relationship. I've been seeing that quite frequently, quite more frequently, I should say, than in years past. So, um, I yeah, we were all confused. Let me see what else I saw. There wasn't nothing else from that scene. I don't remember.
I'm still, that thing gave me a headache because I was
Mm.
like, what? Who? Why?
Max invites Mark to go on the amusement park ride. Y'all need to stay away from these I Drive amusement park rides because they were. I know exactly where they were. They were on International Drive on that big swing thing. That listen, them ones on International Drive, y'all gonna get fucked up like that boy that fell to his death.
First of all, I'm not doing any of those things.
I do all kinds of rides up at
I've talked to the
Daredevil,
Lord, and
but not
that's
them
not what
ones on International Drive. Mm-mm.
he don't want me. He don't want me out there in them streets like that. He
So
don't want.
I also wrote in my notes because y'all know I be paying attention to little stuff. When they were on the ride, he was sitting next to Mark, right? But then he started yelling at somebody or talking to somebody on the little swing thing. I was like, who's there with him? Was that production he was talking to? Like who
I
was he
get.
talking to?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
Um,
know. Mother, I would love for you to watch this season and
listen. So
please.
no, they went over there and started talking about Mark's issue with chop bangs, right?
Oh my
So
god.
come to find out, Mark believes Chop Bang might have had a situation with his ex because Chop Bangs is a scripper, and scrippers are known to be whores. Cause I'm a scripper and this is my life. I got bills to pay. A.
It's something wrong with you. That's the conclusion that I've come to. There is something wrong with your medulla oblongata. I'm putting you in the same bucket with the straight man. There's something wrong. There's something wrong with you.
Oh my God. I mean, I ain't mad at strippers, but let's be clear. It is not far fetched when they said strippers are known to do drugs. Yes, that is very. We didn't say all strippers do drugs, but are strippers prone to doing drugs? Is that culture of the strip culture? Yes. Are strippers known to be whores because they got to go make money, so they might let you pay them a little extra and show up at your house and things like that, or in the boom boom room, you slide them a little extra, they'll do a little extra they ain't supposed to do. Absolutely. I'm not saying that's Mark's story. However, I'm a stripper and this is my life. I got bills to pay. Hey. Look at little baby. I can't stand you, little baby. They do.
Well,
Well, models do be on the models be doing drugs too. Baby, they got to keep that weight down and stuff. Models sometimes tend to have anorexic tendencies. Not all models, but
right.
in the culture, there
They
are
be on
some
the meth diet,
anorexia,
man. That's
bulimia,
how
because they,
they be.
they.
Not I got kids, I'm a wife.
Little baby is gonna finish this whole song before we get,
I
because
mean,
that song right there is like a Florida anthem. You go anywhere in Florida and play that song, and they just gonna lose their minds. I'm telling you what I know. Little baby know I ain't lying. They just
that's
gonna
true.
lose their minds.
Oh my god.
Um, but yeah, I listen. Why don't you just go up to Chop Bangs? Cause well, he said Chop Bangs said um he
It's the
knew the
fact that
boyfriend.
you calling this baby chop bangs is
Do
sending.
he not have Chop Bangs?
Please. I,
Do he not have Chop Bangs?
he do, but Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Okay, I got a headache. I can't. You keep calling this baby chop bangs. Okay.
That man, that
My God, on today. My God, my God. My God is awesome.
anyway. I'm not leveling. I started off by saying we're not saying that Mark does drugs. We're not saying that Mark is around here busting it down for everybody. We're saying that's
No,
prevalent.
Marcus,
in-
you mean B
in-
baby.
I mean, Chop Bang, not Mark. Chop Bangs.
Okay.
We're not saying Chop Bang does drugs or that he lived it low and spread the wide for extra coin. What we're saying though is
Mm-hmm.
that is prevalent within the culture of scrippers.
It is a stereotype of that particular
It's very
culture. It's a stereotype for a reason.
mm-hmm. I'm that just
Um,
like this. If I see a group of gay guys, I'm not gonna say they suck dick. However, it's prevalent
oh,
in the gay culture that's a part of the culture. You do sloppy toppy. I didn't
yeah.
accuse anybody, but if I see a group of them and it's five of them, maybe four of them do sloppy toppy,
Oh, Father God, here we
and
go.
one doesn't. So if I got five scrippers, Chop Bang could be the one that's not on drugs and not
Mhm.
laying it low and spreading it wide. That
Right.
could be his story, and we applaud that. But I would be like, Mark, and you say, "Oh, you know my ex, bitch." My next question would be, "Well, how do you know him?" You weren't supposed to let that ride out like that,
Mm-mm.
Mark.
You should have asked
You
more
should have
questions.
asked him.
There should have been more questions
Uh-huh.
asked. It's because one question would have led to another question, which would have led to
Mhm.
another question, would
Uh-huh.
possibly would have led to somebody getting their ass whooped. So I just need, or just clearing the air. So, oh, that's how. Okay, all right, got it. But no, you should have. You needed more. Your investigative work is not strong enough, sweetheart.
Why? Like,
You
I
got more
don't know.
questions.
He seemed real timid sometimes, so maybe he was scared. You know?
No, you can't be a scared bitch and you want to get answers. That's not how
Well,
that
then
works.
there's that. I mean, then there's that.
I mean,
Maybe I don't know. Then we get to the stop the violence event, right?
mhm.
Can I say before we get to the event?
Fight the power.
Listen, come here, Pablo. Come here, Pablo. Come here, baby. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot emote because that's we do that as human beings. But baby, every episode 2 or 3 times you over here crying and shit. Baby,
You know
baby,
what?
go
There's
sit
more
down
to
with a
it.
therapist.
Didn't he talk to? Did he talk to Twan? Dig?
I don't know who he talked to. I don't know if he did. I don't know. I don't watch that man's show, so you guys get the wrong one. But he
Oh,
be
you could
crying
only see
all the
it on the
time.
show. Oh, okay.
He be crying all the time. And then at the end of this, now you want to blow up and turn into like Lon D. You do the Lon D and turn into the Incredible Hulk and shit, wanting to fight and shit. Like you have too many emotional extremes for me, okay? Can I
Not
just
too
say
much on my friend now.
I like Pablo, but baby Pablo,
I
I don't
meant
know.
Londi.
Oh, well, Lon D got emotional extremes too. We know he turned into the Incredible Hulk.
He do.
So, but yeah, Pablo, bruh, I don't want people to I just don't, I don't be liking to see people cry all the time because then people gonna try to see that as weakness. They're gonna say the wrong thing to you. You're gonna get mad and be ready to fight people. I just
He
say
he
leave the
does
crying
need a
for that.
little emotional regulation. He does.
Yeah.
He
Just
does.
cry at
But he's
home.
also going through a lot. The thing with his baby mama and his kids cutting the food. His mama ringing the bell and praying that she don't have to ring it again, that the cancer don't come back. He got something else going on with one of his brothers. Something happened with a family member who just recently passed away. This baby is actively in grief. So he got a lot. He got a lot going on. Apparently, somebody he knew that was the whole point of the stop the violence thing that he was
I
doing.
think his niece and
Because
his
one of
nephew.
his people was
Hey, Pablo in
hey
the chat.
Pablo.
Now, Pablo, here's what I have to say, Pablo. I want you to emote. I just don't want you to emote on camera because these people are vicious. And I think that you and your close friends can have an off the camera moment. I think you can talk about it, but when you share it, because some people do need to hear that they're not the only ones going through. Now, I wrote down on my notes that what he wrote was beautiful. I said, I don't know if he wrote that himself. I don't know if he chat GPT, give me something to say. Because we live in 2025, you could do those things. But I said that was real beautiful. What he wrote. Shout out to the lady who had on the purple braids. Cause she was feeling that thing. The lady who was standing right there with the purple braids, she was standing there like she was hanging on every word. I said, Mama is feeling this.
Listen, we love that. We love that.
Um,
But and I agree there's a time and place for things, but sometimes okay, as the strong friend who don't never really ask for help and I take on a lot of things and sometimes you have so many things happening at one time and you're trying to regulate your emotions, but the more you try and contain it, the worse it starts to leak out, and it leaks out at times when you don't necessarily want it to. Thank you. And you hit a breaking point. Like I
Pablo, I
hate
have
to
questions
listen.
too.
No, I hate to cry. I hate it. You know, I feel
Because
like
that
emotions
means you
are
about to start
stupid
fighting. When you
and
start fighting, you
right
about
and
to
they
start
serve no
fighting.
purpose. And normally, if you see me crying, that means that I'm finna throw fists next. Cause,
Pablo, if you have a
but
moment,
if
here's the link.
like
Because I have
I
questions.
I had a breaking point and I ended up in a middle of a restaurant with my cousins, like broke down fully in tears because I'm trying to manage
But
and
Abby, I think you're missing my
compartmentalize
point.
things so much, and I have so much going on to where I no longer could, and then therefore,
But
you
Abby, I
know,
think the point that I'm making is like we all have those moments. Like you said, you was at a restaurant, but you were with your cousins, with people who you genuinely. My thing to Pablo is these girls on this show. A lot of these girls don't mean you no good. A lot of these girls, baby, I'm not giving you all of that because we've seen that these girls have the propensity to take something like that and try to weaponize it. I'm not giving y'all that kind of fodder. Now, me, maybe my family or my good Judy's, and if I got a trusted friend on this show, maybe we could do something like that off camera. I'm not
but
giving these people that kind of fodder.
sometimes you can't pick the. Sometimes you do not have the option
It
to
just come.
pick. Sometimes you don't have the option
Yeah.
to
I
pick.
mean, I feel you. I
Sometimes it
feel
just
you.
happens where it happens, and that's just where it happens at. And if somebody decides to weaponize your humanity when you are breaking down because you have so much shit going on and you just need that particular release and it happens when it happens, then you just whoop that nigga's ass then and
I
then move
see. We
on with
know
your
you.
day.
See, look at you. Look at you. You always try. Let's move on. Uh, oh, there go Pablo. Pablo, let me know if you're ready. I see you back there. Okay, we have Pablo on.
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing?
We are
Hey,
good.
I'm
We are
glad I
good.
just seen it. I was just scrolling and I got a notification y'all were live. I said, let me just join in on the live. So this is my first time really catching you guys live. So
Let me make
oh,
myself smaller. I
welcome
don't
to
like
our
it this small.
shenanigans, sir.
Uh, uh, uh. We have questions. If you don't mind answering them.
I don't mind. I'm
Okay.
here.
So earlier in the episode, right?
Okay.
You were talking to Max about the situation with your the mother of your kids, and the
Hmm.
fact that she was not allowing you to, be a part of the prom and so forth. And so Ebby and I both said we're missing part of the story, something
You
about
are right.
this, we're not getting it. And so that's why we were like, we have questions, Pablo. We have questions because we were like,
Okay.
'cause-
So
yeah.
I'll answer that. So my original storyline for season two, because both I had two kids graduating, were sending my kids off to school. Like I really like wanting to focus and showcase. I felt like the world really didn't see that because I'm hands on. I like I said, I pay for everything. I'm there. Everything what it like I said, it was chopped up. The only thing that you guys heard was I wasn't there for the actual send off. So let me explain it. Every day, my daughter, as a girl, I went to 16 stores, I want to say, till we found the prom dress. Like we went to 16 boutiques. I went to like 4 or 5 different shoe stores till we found the shoes and then hair. So I did the whole process, but my children's mother, I've been protecting, her image for so long just because I never want to beef with my kids. Like I never want to put any restraints. It's like anytime I say something, it's like they're gonna hold me accountable and not mom. So just I don't want to have anything affect my relationship with them. So I just be quiet about a lot of things. Well, since I've been in therapy now, and a lot of times with therapy, it's just I have to release and I have to say my side as well because it does come, like I was reading the comments, well, he must be a deadbeat or he, he must have did something weird for them not to want to be in his life. No, it wasn't that. Like the fact is their mother is homophobic. She doesn't
We
like
mentioned
gay
that. We said it
people.
might be that.
Yeah, she doesn't like gay people. She doesn't like anything gay. And what the fact is that she don't want to associate with anything. So I couldn't film when it comes to like trying to film. She made like really hard for me to film like my kids, for it. And out of respect for them, I don't want to put a strain on our relationship. So I was like, you know what?
Hmm.
I'm not gonna do it. So that's why you guys, the first 5 episodes, you barely seen me. It was like briefly here and there because I had to go back to the drawing board and figure out like my story, what I was going to do. So, but my story is like I literally went through heartbreak. I was preparing them to send them off to college. I send them off to trade school, send them off to prom. But when it actually came, it was like, hey, my mom basically doesn't want you, whatever, whatever. And I just, instead of drama, I got nominated for the Boss Babe Awards that same weekend. So I end up flying out to Atlanta. I celebrated myself. I gave both of them prom money, got to make sure they had rental cars, send me all the pictures, have a good time. You guys are 18 now. Daddy love you. Whoop de woo. I just pray on it because it's like the more I fight, the more my feelings get hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's just like so. Yeah.
How long ago were you have how long have you been split from the mom? Has this been a long time or has this been
This
a
is
recent
why
thing?
I'm. This is why it's baffling to me. Me and their mother's been split for over 10 years. Okay,
Oh.
she's been married, happily married for the past 6 years.
Oh, girl.
So if you are married with a man, my whole thing is you and your husband. He should not allow your feelings still for me to interfere with co-parenting if our kids have never lacked for anything, never needed for anything. Like when I don't know if you guys caught what I said. I don't put my kids in karate, they like ballerina, like anything they possibly seen on TV, wanted to do, wanted to have, or just wanted to go. I was the dad that pushed them on the swing at the playground, reading books. Like
So you ain't the child support dad. You the dad that's
I'm
actually
no,
there,
I'm not
actually
that.
doing
It's
it.
just that
Yeah,
when I
okay.
say, "Hey, I'm gay. This is my truth," it
She had
was,
a
"Oh
problem.
nah, you can't. Nah, I ain't fucking with it. And you can't be a part of it." So and the kids just you got to understand. I was my mom, and I don't know if you guys watched Twan's story, but my mom was on drugs, so I was taken from my mom as a child, right? So I know how it feels to be taken from a mother, their mother. So I always had to battle with my children. Do I just be the dad to take them from their mom. You know, like I'm financially stable. I have all my stuff together, but I know what it mentally did to me when they took me from my mom, you know? So I always had to fight with, you know, just one day God is just going to make it right. So I just stopped fighting. I stopped just being rebellious and just allowed it to be, you know, what it is. And I will say this today, I have a beautiful relationship with all three of my kids. We speak, you know, my daughter, she's off to college now. My son, he's in trade school. He's working on to be work on airplanes, you know. So like, you know, they're grown now, so they're making their own decision, and things are getting better. So yeah.
Okay. How long did you know that you like to no longer dip your spoon into Eula's sugar
To
bowl?
women,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this. I
you
don't
still be over
put
there.
a box. I'm still attracted to beautiful people. I'm just attracted to beautiful, genuine souls. So I'm gonna just say this today. I would get married to a woman, a trans woman, a man, like whoever actually just takes my, like I genuinely fall in love with. Like that's just what I'll do. I don't see like a, you know, like a restriction. I don't,
The
you
only
know.
reason, and the only reason that I ask you that is sometimes, as people are going through their process of self acceptance or figuring out who they are,
Hmm.
people close to them sometimes even resent that because they may not, be able to do that for themselves, or it may intimidate them, or they may be jealous, for different
Yeah.
things. So that's why I said, even though y'all have been split up for 10
Yeah.
years, it was you finding out, that you may be pansexual, however you want to, even if it ain't got no title, was that close around that same time you split up, or and did that maybe have an effect on her homophobia?
Actually, no. When we separated, it was like a mutual thing, a mutual decision, and I was just actually going through just a time in life. Like I actually just started messing with like a real relationship with God like 10 years ago, and when I broke up with her, and like life just happened, and like I said, I was just out and about, and I was exploring, and just so happened a man just came across my desk, like they said, and
Mm.
it just went from there. It's like honestly, and I'll say this, if I was crying out for help in a relationship, like they say, you know, it takes a team, you know, like if I'm strong at, you know, certain times and sometimes I do fall short. And it was like in the moment I was vulnerable to her. And maybe you know, she didn't like that. And I feel like she resented that at one point. But then when I actually left, she resented me actually leaving, you know, if that makes sense.
Some people
Um,
don't want you to be happy. They
yeah,
want
and
you
it's
to
like
leave
I,
them
you
and
know,
fall apart.
and but I just wish her the best, and I still won't say anything bad. But my truth is, you know, I'm dealing with, you know, someone that's does is homophobic. You know, so I don't want this narrative. Everybody saying, "Oh, he had to do something. His kids is this." No, it's just that their mother is homophobic, and you know, when you live with mom or you with mom, you gotta respect mom. You know her rules.
Mhm.
So it's just like that's just what I was dealing with. Now they're not in the home with her anymore, so things better. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
While we have you, I'm sorry, have you had any questions about that?
No, because
Okay.
I've been there. So,
Yeah.
and I've never been a mother to throw salt on their dad or try and mix in their relationship. Your relationship with your dad is going to be your relationship with your dad. While he was not the best partner to me, he can be a great dad to you.
Mm.
So, me as a mom of four, whatever your relationship with your daddy's going to be is going to be, I'm not going to interfere with it. I'm not going to throw no salt on it. I'm not going to do any of those things, because if you're in my home and I'm carrying the heavy load with the raising of the child, I don't want whatever the relationship is, I don't want to interfere, because children tend to romanticize the parent that's not there,
Hmm.
and then give the parent who is there. Thank you, Pooh. Uh, Um, you say yes? Yes. Thank you, baby.
Hey, Scooter Boop.
You'll say,
Hello.
okay, yeah. Thank you. So that's my grandson. Okay, so so being that me and the father of my children, well, the first two kids,
Mhm.
didn't get along. Well, we didn't make it. It took me a long time to heal myself from the relationship with them to even allow them to have a relationship with their dad. So I'm sorry that she's homophobic and acting. I'm sorry
Yeah.
that she's acting ugly to you. That's not all of us. Um, I think that sometimes we as women, when we're with a man and then when they leave us and then we see who their next partner is, and it might be a man, it could be a white
I'll
woman.
say this. I gotta put more context in it. I'm probably leaving a lot out. I was like me and her was high school sweethearts, you know. We
Mhm.
were each other, everything,
Wait,
so
wait, wait. I'm from Miami, Pablo. What high school? I'm from Miami. That's my home.
I went to Booker T.
Oh, you went to Booker T? You probably know my people. My aunt worked
Mhm.
at Booker T, and my cousins went to Booker T. You probably know my people too.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. But
yeah.
we
Oh, you
were
know
like
my
high school
friend.
sweethearts, so you know how that is like,
I get
but
it.
I'm just in the point where I just want to see everybody happy. Like I, I send gifts, but I could send her husband on a trip, what I'm saying, to
Okay.
Jamaica or somewhere. Like I'm that type of person. Like, be happy.
I have a question about
Hmm.
the because we was getting to the we was on the stop the violence, right?
Okay.
What caused your blow up with Max? Because I feel like we didn't hear all of the conversation
Yeah.
and it was going so fast that
Hmm.
I was like, okay, why are we all wait? Because I was trying to figure out like how you went from 0 to 100. Okay, I would have been with 0 to 100 on his ass a long time ago. But and then you was over there, yeah, because we could make this happen. Like you finna take off your shirt and start fighting and stuff. Like, how did we get here?
Okay, so let me so my niece and my nephew, that's like my first children, it's like my babies, diapers out unchanged, you know what I'm saying? So when I speak about them, I get really emotional. So if you guys really pay attention to that scene, I was really like sitting at the table, just like looking in space. I was kind of like looking at them, zoned out, but I was really like, really trying to gather my emotions because this is the first time I'm really honoring them, honoring their legacy or whatever. So I was really emotional. But what the bombs had been dropped is that Max had going around the group. Okay, so let me just backtrack a little bit. So the gym scene that you saw me and Max, right?
Mhm.
The scene was supposed to show that I called him out on the baboon comment. It didn't
They didn't
show.
air that, but then he started talking about it, and it didn't make sense. He
Yeah,
started
it
talking
didn't
about
make
it in
sense. But what I
confectional, and it
basically
didn't make
told him,
sense.
and I was
Mhm.
letting him know, like, hey, you're my friend, and I'm not gonna chastise you in front of the group, but I'm letting you know I am black, no matter how light skinned I appear, and certain things that you can't, say or to a person of color because the history that it comes from. I came to him in a good space, let him know, you can't do that. Once I said that to him, once I left the gym, Max basically he texted me that night and then he's been in his head on how to PR the situation, like before the show even aired. He's been trying to figure out, oh, this is gonna defame my business. So he sent me this long text message, thank you for, bringing this up. I'm not a racist, da da da. I don't want the world to review, da da da. So I'm like, hey, they're not going to this next time
We
we
are,
film.
we are.
Yeah, I get it, but I was just telling him, I say, just take accountability, right? If you take accountability and then, maybe let them know, just something, just move forward. But as long as you be defensive and as long as you feel like you're being ignorant towards it, it's not going to be a good look.
Let
And
me
that's what
ask you this:
yes, go
do
ahead.
you think because Ebby says he may be telling the truth when he says he doesn't know the history of the racist connotation of that. I don't believe no parts that he didn't know the history.
I'm
Do
going to
you
say
think that he
this.
didn't know?
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to wholeheartedly say this. Do I feel that Max is racist? No. Do I feel that the comment was racist? Very much so. I feel that he looked at her and he just wanted to call her a monkey. That's what I honestly feel like. Honestly, when you
Because he
argue with
called her a
some,
man too.
yeah, and that's what he called her a
A
quarterback or
quarterback.
something, and
He
that's
was
like
calling
a
her a
dig
man too.
at
Mhm.
the trans women. That's like a dig at them as well. So he it's like he said two underlying things that he knew that kind of could have
Mhm.
triggered. However, I told him I would say, hey, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So going for and I told him I say, hey, I know you're grieving. You can't be jumping on tables because if you notice when he called her the baboon, he was jumping on the table.
I wrote
So
that down. He jumped on the table for you. When y'all were getting into it,
exactly.
he
So
jumped
when
on
we
the
got
table
to
for
the
you. And I wrote
part,
that down.
when we
Get
got
your
to the
ass off the
part,
tables.
get your ass down off the
Because
table. So
a bitch could snatch you down and would crack your whole skull. Like you
exactly. So my thing is this, right? I knew that gathering the collective together, it possibly could be something, right? It's just a show. So my family was going to be there. So I already pre-warned them. I let them know, hey, we might be getting a little rowdy or whatever, but we're going to be respectful. My mom is there. We're going to be respectful. Just let us get a little camera time. Nothing going to be too rowdy. And I promise you that. That's what I told my mom, right?
Right.
So they go to talking, and this is what I'm really getting upset with the viewers and everybody saying I'm commenting. 'Cause it's like because a lot of hatred that people have for Marlo, they're overlooking that Max actually got up and got in her face. Like we were sitting down, and he got between her legs and he was pointing in her face.
he does that a
So
lot.
yeah, and he got in her face. So he could have hit her. He could have did anything. You get what I'm saying? He didn't, but he walked away and I let him curse. He was saying all kind of things. So what triggered me is that prior to the park he had told Ayo that I'm wishy-washy, I'm fake, and of course he started spreading telling everybody that B baby does coke or what 8 ball or whatever. Um, so at this moment, I don't know how he feel about me at the park. We hadn't talked on the phone. I hadn't seen him. So when he go to arguing with Marlo, the first thing he says out his mouth, "Oh, you bitches got me effed up. Oh, f all you bitches. You h's and this." So I say, hey. And I think they did show it on the show, and I say, hey, you got to watch your words. Stop saying that because it's
You and
like
Cali Boy said that.
yeah, I'm like, hey, I'm already don't know how you feel about me, so I feel like direct, just say Marlo, you know what I'm saying? Just say whatever, because now I feel like you feel like I picked a side, so you automatically, talking about me, so whatever. So he's doing all that. Then he jumps on the table. So once he jumps on the table, I lose it because I just told him stop jumping on the table. But then my mom, when he jumped on the table, my mom like, what's that? So now you got my mom riled up. So now I'm about to beat your ass. Cause my mom in a wheelchair right over here. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm about to
Mhm.
drag you out this part. Get down off this table. So what y'all saw was the edits at the end when I say, oh, we could fight, we could do all that. Well, that was because when he threw the plate away, I was like, bitch, you just made my niece. You begged my niece to make you a plate, and it wasn't big enough.
And
So
then
she
he
made
threw it away.
she made you 2 plates.
Mhm.
Okay, you just made my niece made you 2 plates. Then you gonna throw it away because you're trying to be funny when it's homeless people. I feed the homeless, and I do stuff like that. If you
Mhm.
was trying to be funny, you could have gave those plates to the homeless when they already was begging for the food. And I told them, hey, we're filming. Once we're done filming, I'm gonna feed all y'all plates and all that. So the plates that you threw away, you trying to be funny for a moment, you could have gave it to the homeless, the hungry people that was right there. So now, yeah, I want to beat your ass because you trying to be funny, and then it's like that wasn't even calls for it because all you had to do was say, hey, I'm sorry, Miss Tammy, because that's my mom's name. I ain't no mean no disrespect, but they got me messed up. Because if you know my mom, you got a relationship with my mom, you should have say, hey, I'm upset. He's mad and I'm jumping on the table
But
about
that's
you.
just home training. You learn, when there's an elder in the room with you, you just can't be flying off the handle and just coming out your mouth
Yeah.
sideways. And you got somebody, that's your elder, that's somebody mama and stuff like that. You just don't be doing that. And so that
We're
he
getting
he
my ass whooped. I'm sorry.
I
Yeah,
get
so everybody's talking about, well, you turned on your friend because of Marlo. No, I never interviewed.
Mm-mm.
I never intervened or said anything about their arguments. They had 5 episodes. If I wanted to take sides, I would have took side the first episode when they was running around that pool. I would have snatched him up and let him know, hey, this is my cousin, tighten up. Fight a man. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't have
I'm gonna
did
tell
all.
you where I went. It went left for me when they was under that thing, and y'all started talking. About your issues, right? When
Mhm.
Marlo brought up the fact that that baboon comment made her feel some kind of way, I wrote this down. At least what was edited, what the way it showed was, and there was no cutaway. It was right in the same clip. He immediately said, "Quote." We're not going to make this a racist thing. End of quote. And I said, you don't get to decide whether or not
That's what he's doing now. So now
it's
I'm
racist.
letting guy he's going on his PR training now. He's going live tonight. He's trying to he's trying
Just
to
like old boy from
excuse.
Chasing Dallas had to do. What's the boy from Chasing Dallas using the
Zesty.
N-word and stuff? I mean, yeah, from Chasing Dallas.
Zesty.
Zesty.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But like I told him, none of like, hey, I told him the history behind this before, and like I would never interview. I know people are like, well, it's to stop the violence event. Why are you violent? For one, y'all understand I was emotional. I had so much stuff going on. Like Max of all people knew what I was dealing with, which y'all will find out probably like the last episode of the season. Y'all will find out like something that I've been going through. So it's like. I'm letting everybody have it now, but it's like you knew what I was going through, and it's just like, bro, why would you? I told y'all the first episode, Callie disrespected my mama season one. Okay, my
Mhm.
party. Y'all, it's a lot of stuff behind the scenes y'all didn't know. And my mom was disrespected, I felt like, right? So I said if I ever bring my mom around the collective again and I feel like anybody's being disrespectful, I'm gonna beat their
It's,
ass. I don't
it's,
care
it's
who it
go time.
is.
I'm with you.
I
Hey,
don't care
do
who
what
it
you got to
is.
do.
So once again, this is my mom first time coming around them again for the first time. And just so happened, everybody, Marlo, Max, everybody's cursing it, whatever, whatever. But they was at a tone to where she wasn't in our business, if that makes sense. She did not
Mhm.
get into our business until he stood up on that table and started screaming because he felt what when the truths and the bombs start dropping, he was like, damn, I got caught up in my lies. Like, damn, now I gotta tell B Baby I done told everybody I seen him with a 8 ball. Now I gotta tell Pablo that I done told two people that he wishy washy. Damn, now I gotta apologize to this girl for calling her a baboon. Damn, they just all attacking me when I just don't know why. You know why?
Mhm.
Listen to the reasons
But
why.
but the thing about it is, I'm gonna tell you when you know you're racist. The calling card of a racist person is what he said in the confessional, which was when he said, "I'm the least racist person. I don't have a racist bone in my body." You are let me that makes you more racist to me. You want to know why? Because if you were not racist, you would have started the conversation with Marlo because he immediately got angry, immediately got defensive and said, "We're not
This
going to
is
turn this
why
into
we're
a racist
not
thing."
friends to this
And
day, you
so,
all. This is why, like, we never had an issue. We never and not didn't even come to him. I came like that day. I could have at the club when he said it. I could have, hey, tighten up. I could have beat him up. I could have did all that, like you know, for our ancestors. I could have did it then, but I spared him, and I say, you know what? I'll wait until we get by ourselves, like real friends do. I ain't finna drag you in front of everybody else. And when I did that separately, and ever since then, he's like, you know what? That's not been sitting well with me. I gotta get Pablo. Started a beef with me, and now the world want to know why me and him. Tell the world that you started the beef. So hopefully the next episode y'all will see more in depth of why I really was upset. Because it's like, bro, I pray for you. I send you flowers. I call you. I check on you. But you know what? You ain't never was really my friend to begin with. So I get it. I understand.
listen, that young man, what was supposed to happen when she said, "I got a problem," if you're not racist, you know what you do? You immediately said, "You know what? That's on me. That's my bad.
Yeah.
I didn't mean, listen, I ain't that ain't in my that ain't me. I apologize, and I apologize to you and anybody else here that was
Maybe
offended because
offended.
that
Yes.
ain't not just for him being racist, but even the transphobia. And I think we're skipping over that part too. The fact that you said that she looked like a man. You had a whole thing
That's
where
what
the
I
woman
keep
got a 5
saying.
o'clock
They're
shadow.
overlooking that. I'm going to be honest. If Marlo was anybody else,
He
Max
would
would
have
have been
liked Marlo.
canceled. He
Yes.
would have been canceled.
People just don't like.
He
I mean, both of
and
them can equally be
yeah,
horrible to other people. Both of
yeah,
them.
yeah. So it's like, okay, cool. So it's just like I'm. And now I just, like I said, I wish everybody the best. I pray for everybody, and it's like just don't start nothing with me. He had apologized. We had moved forward, but if you guys paying attention to social media, they watched the episode and their feelings back. Back into their feelings. And like I said, you should have did something while you was at the park, because nobody gonna tell me and get in my face and do nothing. That's just that.
This is for all cast members of these shows. Racist language on any side does not ever go over well. We've seen this in multiple different shows, several different iterations. We don't see black people be discriminatory toward Latinx people. We've
Yeah,
seen Latinx Hispanic people be discriminatory toward black people, and it doesn't go well for any side. Leave that stuff alone. But again, that's why I keep saying I don't think the people that are on these shows are equipped to be mixed race, because every time we see they bring out this race stuff, and the fans and people who watch, we just don't want that. We got enough of that in society
in
already.
society. See, I'm from Miami, and growing up in
We deal with them
Miami,
too
it's
there.
like very diverse. If I'm not sure if you like, literally, we have a place called La Havana. We have a place called La Haiti. We have different cultures. So I've grown up learning and respecting different cultures. You get what I'm saying? I know the boundaries. I know certain things. I know what you can't say. I know certain things
Hmm.
that you can say. So I totally get, what you're saying as far as, the just, different things that we all go through, we all face, and it's just like we all go through something. So let's not add nothing on top of that. So if you're not able to be taught, when you mess up and you always got to be right, then you got a problem. Like me, I know I'm not perfect. Watching the episode, being that I carry myself in a certain way, I never not apologize for disrespect. I mean, representing for my mom, but I just wish that I probably would have had security like I did at my other events and just tossed him up out of the thing, so I ain't even got to get out of character like that again. You get what I'm saying? But this just a PSA. Anybody disrespect my mom or be disrespectful around my mom, like it's no,
It's
it's yeah, it's up. So that's the real reason why I blew up at the end. It was only because I'm like, bro, my mom's sitting here, bro. Like, come on. You could have kept calling Marlo. You could have kept saying F this, F that on the ground. But the moment you had to step up and scream, then now I gotta bring you back down to reality.
um who is that guy we keep seeing that he's a bigger cast member than some of the cast members? The big guy with the beard. He was on Marlowe's. Remember we saw him.
Quan is
Is he a
Quan,
producer or something?
no, Quan is actually like a friend of
We see
us.
that he's a friend to the
Yeah.
show.
He's a friend to the basically. He haven't got his title officially, but you can call him a friend to the show. Quan is an
Hmm.
amazing person. Like genuine. Like he comes to the event, set up, help us clean up. Like he's all around a good genuine person. He's actually he's got a Wendy's. He got his own Wendy's or something like that. Yeah, so he's an owner. Like he got coins. But he's a pretty decent dude. So you guys may see him next season. You never know.
We
Hopefully.
already see him in this season. Oh man. Well, I do want to say this.
Hold on.
We
Did y'all catch that? Like did y'all catch Marlo last season? If y'all pay attention, I ushered her in. I had her in the event. I did a scene with her. Did y'all pay attention to that? I don't think a lot of
absolutely
people
not.
caught that.
No, we missed it.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
absolutely.
We go back to the trans event when I cooked for them. Think about it. Marlo hosted that. Nobody paid attention to that. So she did make an appearance season one.
No, making an appearance and being on every episode. Like, I'm like, two different
Now
things.
she on every episode. Now she in
He
y'all
done been
face.
on more. I've seen him more than I've seen Cali Boy.
Ooh!
My God, on today.
You know what though? Like on the real, I did call Callie. I'm like, brother, what's going on? But like my scenes, like when y'all saw, I feel like they're doing something with the storyboard that's different this year. A lot of people, I feel like I just want everybody just to keep paying attention. Just how they did my story, I feel like that was beautiful. So I feel like everybody will probably like have it laid out like that. Probably you'll see a lot of their scenes, that goes with each event or each story, going
They
forward.
want to know, is your brother single? I don't know if they're talking about the one that was at the hospital with your mom and
Which
things like
brother?
that.
Y'all see this
That's what I'm
episode
saying. He got
actually
multiple
showed both of
brothers.
my
So
brothers.
yeah.
Is your brother the trainer?
That's not my brother, the trainer. No.
Oh, okay. I think that's who they talk about. They try to find out if the trainer is single.
He's
I
he
think that's where they going
I
with
don't
that.
know if Flex is single, but his Instagram is Flex Champ on IG, and he's
I think
very
I have that on Instagram. You know, I follow all of the trainer people just because
yeah
I don't know
Flex.
why they be on my timeline. I don't look at that mess. I'm experienced at driven snow. I don't be looking at men's stuff like that.
He's a liar. Don't listen to him.
I don't be looking at that
He is a
shit.
professional bird watcher, friend. Don't
I don't be
listen.
looking at that shit.
Okay.
But no, he's
Well,
very friendly. Reach out to him. I don't know if he's single or not. I can't speak on other people's situation. I don't want him to be like, you caught blocking, and then I don't want him to be like, well, hey, you messing up my relationship at home. So I don't know what he got going on.
Mm. What I was gonna say was, we do our panel once a week, and we kind of rotate. Sometimes it's on my channel, sometimes it's on Ebby channel, sometimes it's on Really B channel. But the reason that I say that is you came on here today and were able to offer a lot of context and things that did not get shown on the episode. So if things should come up in the future and you may need a place, hey, I need to get some of this out and let it be known what really happened, because we may take it the wrong way or we may see it differently than how it what the real story is, and we find that all the time.
No, absolutely. I definitely I have subscribed, so I'll tune in and I'll check in more with you all. Definitely appreciate, the
We'll be in
feedback and
Orlando in January. Oh,
okay. Well, I believe we film our reunion in January. Definitely.
oh.
So hit us up. Definitely.
Well,
Definitely.
well, thank you so much,
thank
Pablo,
you
for
for
coming up here
that.
and engaging with us. We know your time is probably real
All
precious
right.
here.
You guys have a beautiful night. Thank you
You
all
do
for
the
having
same.
me. All
Sweetheart.
right. Bye-bye.
Have a good
Bye.
one. Bye.
I'm gonna take some more therapy when I get off of here. My God, because this the daytime therapy when I need the
Oh, I don't
nighttime.
know why you take that mess.
I don't even know.
The
It's the
only
one.
thing I wanted to say, because right at this point, all pandemonium hit off. This is what cemented that I'm not going to call Max racist, because he is Hispanic and Latinx, which, like black people, that would mean that
He's
he can't be
he,
racist, but he is certainly
some prejudice. He has some
discriminatory.
prejudice tendencies.
He's certainly being discriminatory. One might say bigoted as well in his
Mhm.
comments and commentary. It certainly has racist undertones, and the reason that I sometimes call it racist undertones is you'd like to have the ability to be racist, but because of the nature of the definition of the word, it ends
It's
up
not.
being discriminatory. So,
Mhm.
um, but even AO, when they started bringing up Chop Bang doing drugs, AO got activated. And AO said, "Nah, bro, you said that." So it sounds like AO literally heard him say it as well, because AO
Or
got
maybe
real
he said
fired up
it
in
to
that
AO.
conversation too. Hmm?
Or maybe he actually said it to A. I don't know.
Yeah, he might
I
have.
don't, I don't know.
But Max,
We
you
ain't gonna
cannot
find
come
out
here.
for until not this week, but next week, because they're not gonna be. There's no episode this week. They're taking a week break, and
Oh,
then they'll come back. So we got time to think about it,
yeah.
mull over it, all of the things, all of the things. I know. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a
Mm.
lot. We ain't get to ask
Listen,
Pop no
listen,
nothing
Max.
about Rashida.
Max, you're never going to convince me that you were not trying to be racist. You're not.
But once again,
When you
I
say
would
I don't
hope.
have a racist bone in my body and I'm the least racist person I know, that's just cemented it for me. That's all I needed to hear.
I was just waiting for him to say I have black friends. That's
Right.
the.
I have black friends. Some of my best
I
friends
have
are
black
black.
friends.
Some of my
Okay.
best friends are
Um,
black.
I
Lord.
again was more offended when he said, "You look
Thank you,
like a
the Emperor.
quarterback.
That's what
You
I'm
look
saying.
like."
They
Listen,
keep skipping over the quarterback
that
part.
was what was offensive to. Like nobody else is upset that he called.
He called
He
it,
called
but
it a
no,
quarterback.
he
Nobody's upset.
said, no, no, no. But he knew. Here's how you knew he knew it was offensive. Because he said, but I called you a quarterback too. Meaning, and she said,
That
but
the
I'm not
quarterback
mad.
thing
And
should
she
have
said,
been
I'm not
more
mad about that.
offensive than the acting like a baboon. Whether it should have been more offensive to her than you look like the
Right.
quarterback thing.
Because,
She was really trying to get her with with the
yeah,
quarterback thing.
that's how I know you knew what you, because you were like, but I said you look like a quarterback too. Sir, you're not helping your cause here, sir.
No,
Okay. You're not helping yourself. You
at
can do
all.
all of the lives that you want to do. You could go on whatever. I know you probably ain't coming over here. You do not want us to ask you questions. Because, baby, if you come over here, we have real questions. We're not going to shy away from stuff here, sir. We gonna call it like it is. Okay. So Ayo told Callie in episode 1 that Max said Chop Bangs was 8 balling. Oh, oh.
So here's my question: is it true?
Yeah, because I haven't, did we have we gotten a denial yet?
I I don't think we have. And like
Are you more
honestly, for
mad that
me, with the people coming at me saying, "Oh, you said BBL was doing 8 balls though," and blah 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 blah. You telling people he doing 8 balls, and my question would be like, if it's, but did I lie though?
I
Did I
think
lie?
it's the same thing, like Max doesn't want this look of being discriminatory. Chop Bang
But
don't want people
I
to
don't
see
think
him
him
as
saying
being.
that I saw this nigga doing
No, no,
eight
no. I'm
balls.
saying Chop Bang don't want. Even if he does do it, I'm not accusing him of doing it. But if he did, I would think that he wouldn't want that on the screen, or wouldn't
Yeah,
want
I'm
people to
sure he
think that.
would not. I'm sure he would not. Absolutely not. Who wants their particular that especially 8 balls have such a negative connotation uh for
Because
doing
8 ball is
in the
crack.
drug
Ain't
world.
that
Like
ain't
eight
eight
ball,
ball is crack. That ain't the powder,
I don't
right?
know. All I know is you
I
add
don't
some
do
water
crack or
and some bacon and
coke.
bacon
So.
soda, and then you gotta sift it after it boils so you don't lose it. I heard there's a recipe, but don't ask me.
Baby, I ain't got nothing. I don't do. I even though I stayed across the, I grew up across the street from 2 crack houses. Did my
Once
family
upon
was
a time,
ravaged by crack.
a long time ago, I may have made some recipes. Crack is indeed wet. Crack is indeed wet.
Oh my God.
I may have put it in a little plastic baggie and tied it in a
No,
knot.
we're saying has Chop Bang
Has
denied doing
you
it.
stop calling that baby chop bags? BBL has we I haven't heard a specific. I absolutely am not doing 8 balls. I just heard B Baby saying somebody is saying that I'm doing it. Now, are you saying that because you're mad that somebody is spilling your tea? Or are you mad that they are telling lies on you? Which is your upsetness about, friend? Because if
So
I
now your
am
family
Max
finding
and
out, and now
you
you
are
mad at your family
indeed
finding
doing,
out.
and if you are indeed doing the 8 balls, and the people want to get upset with me, my immediate response would be like, "But did I lie though?"
I may
If
or may
I
not
was
have
running
done eight
around
balls
telling a lie
before.
on you that's not true, I can see y'all being upset, me making up shit, pulling up shit out of my ass.
But Abby, I may or may not have done 8 balls before. It just wasn't drugs.
8 ball is only come in drug form, sweetheart. That's not
The
happening.
balls had hair.
This is why I don't like you. This is why this right here. This the shit right here. This the shit right here. That is the shit right there. Nope, it's not the same. That's not the same. Cause you had 4 niggas. Cause if Johnny had 4 apples
Mm-hmm.
and 2 plus 2 is 4, then that's 4 niggas
You
to
could
get
be now.
involved.
There's an infamous porn skank. What's his name?
What would I
Maniac
know?
or something like that. He only got 1 ball.
Not 1 ball, Charlie.
Ain't that his
Oh,
name? What's the
I
guy? He
don't know.
does OnlyFans. I think his name Maniac.
Baby,
He
why would
always
I
on
know?
bingo. He
I don't
always fighting with the
participate
people down
in.
to the bingo with
I
Gardini
only
and
deal
them.
with the balls that come to my house. I
I think
can't.
they say he only got 1 ball. Oh, he denied it. He said it to Pablo. Oh, okay.
B Baby was upset because it got back to his family.
Oh, his name Maniac. Okay, it is Maniac. Yeah, they say Maniac only got 1 ball. So if it was him,
It be the niggas with the 1 balls that be super fertile, impregnating people all over the place.
well, then
It be the
there's
niggas
that.
with the 1 ball.
And with this, we must go. This is what. Don't do me, Chuck. You don't know my pain. You don't know what I've been through.
What does that got to do with you know?
Oh,
Oh God, please. Come on, fix
oh
it, Jesus.
Lord.
Hallelujah.
Fix it,
Oh
Jesus. Fix it like you said you would.
my God.
Hey, Watermelon Sugar, coming to the stage. We was talking about strippers the whole first half of this episode.
Was.
We was
And we
talking
just
about
rounded it out with the
strippers.
stripper too. We just finished it with the
Yep.
stripper and the
Yep.
8 ball.
Yep. Chop bang and the 8 ball.
I don't remember B Baby denying it. I remember him being very upset that it got back to his family. I don't remember him, but he very well I got such a headache. My God. He very well could have denied it and I missed it. Not a ball ain't never hurt nobody. But
Ain't, ain't, ain't at all. Listen, I'm about to go to the grocery store. I gotta go. It's already 48 degrees, 47, excuse me, and they say it's real windy. So I got to go get all my hot foods from the
and you
Publix
do that.
before it
My
get down to the
dinner,
30s.
my dinner is right there, sitting on top of this box from Longhorn.
Oh, I'm
It's
gonna
so
go get some of that good chili. Oh, oh,
you got any cornbread? You gonna make some cornbread to go with it?
I'm not. Mm-mm. I'll do
Listen,
some Jiffy, but we're
that's
not
what I'm
making
saying.
that.
Make you some
Oh,
quick
okay. Okay.
and put your little honey
Maybe.
and butter on it.
I but yeah, I'm gonna get some of that. Some good Panera bread soup, the big container. And
Listen, I would love a good cheddar broccoli from either Panera. What's the other place that makes the cheddar broccoli? I can't think of the other place besides Panera. Or McAllister's. They got a good cheddar broccoli. Makes my soul happy.
but yes, it is already in the 40s and plummeting to the 30s.
Mm.
So I got to get out in these streets, go to the Publix before it gets too cold for this to go on for good.
I need a pub sub. I'm glad you said
I
that.
promise you, Pablo probably know my people. Probably because my aunt worked at where he went, and my cousins graduated from there.
I'm sure he does.
Because I think he's around the age of my cousin. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure he probably know my people.
Mm. I'm so sad that his baby mama is is in her feelings about shit that ain't got nothing to do with her daughter. You and with a nigga you no longer with. That with a nigga you ain't been with in 10 years, sweetheart. Why is you so far into your feelings that you are disrespecting this man who is taking care of y'all children this entire time
You
without a
know,
fuss, without a fight?
homophobia has
Like
no
I don't
limit.
like that's crazy to me.
And you got a whole ass husband. Why do you give a
Right.
damn?
Girl, when you roll over into elbows, dick, and balls and everything else. What the fuck do you care what this man is doing with his time? Sweetheart, it okay. I'm gonna leave it
That's a
alone.
whole nother
I
lie.
understand when
Baby,
it's
that's
new,
a whole nother
if
lie.
it's new, you know, it's new information and it may take you time to adjust. Um, because you've only known him to be this, and now he's doing something completely different from what you've known him from. Thank you, Bluesky. Is that
Abby,
fine?
tell the people what you
No.
got going on this week.
This week, I think on the maybe on the 13th or 14th, um, the premiere. Yes, please, baby. Um, the premiere of the reunion for season 1 of 704, which I was asked to host, will be airing. I will put it on my community wall when it
Is
drops.
it enough? Do I need to binge watch it so I can make sure I know what's happening? Are the episodes long? How many episodes is it?
It's 14
Oh dear
episodes,
God, Jesus.
and they're like an hour a piece.
Oh
So,
God, girl, girl.
so I just watch. You don't need to watch. We thoroughly go through everything, so you don't have to watch the show
Okay.
to watch the reunion.
Anybody cute on there?
And
Because that might make me want to
me,
watch
when I need to understand it, I'm going to ask for it. So there are several times where I turn to a cast member to be like, "So you mean to tell me
Is
this
it
and this?"
anybody cute on there? Because that may give me, impetus to watch.
Yes, my friend Jamel is beautiful.
Oh.
He's a former coworker. There's several.
Hey
Darius
Jamel.
is real cute.
Hey
Um,
Jamel. What you got going on?
my boo Jamel Just Jay is enjoyable. He used to be when I worked. This is like over 10 years ago.
Joyful,
I worked at that call
joyful.
center. He was my
Lord, we
supervisor.
adore you.
That's my ace boon coon. He know I loves him. I love me some Jamel. I love me some Jamel. He's the one that I thought I was gonna have to come out my shoes and my wig because I thought I was gonna have to step in between him and his broad that got into an altercation. I like, ooh, I thought I was gonna have at least. Oh wait,
Oh.
it was long.
Yeah. We about to get out of here, y'all. Listen, we is tired. We done been on here too. I did not think we was gonna be on here an hour and 47 minutes on this
What I do,
episode.
Chef? Why you can't breathe? What happened? He said I can't
Um,
breathe.
if if y'all have an issue with anything that happened on this episode, just blame her.
That's fine. Because what you gonna do?
Oh, well then there's that. And we
You
will
can't.
be in Orlando. Let's
Like I
get it.
don't.
And
I'm
we'll
grown.
be in Orlando in January. So let's
Will
get
we?
it. Will.
Because what you gonna do about it?
Ah. And
That's
with
what
that being said, you can find her at EbbieReviews on YouTube.
you can find me there.
Um, as I always say, I love you. I love all y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are certainly much obliged and much appreciated. We are going to go. We'll be back in 2 weeks for episode 6 on Ebbie's channel.
Yes.
Yeah, roll over in the dick, elbows, and balls,
Like right. I think I'll never understand how women who
kneecaps,
y'all be
ankles.
too involved. Too involved.
Mm-mm.
I
Just
got the
saying.
nighttime.
Bye, y'all. We gone. We love y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We is